Hey Sku, do you want to review these Mortal Kombat toys?
Nah, they look kind of crappy.
Get over here!
These are Mortal Kombat figures.
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly. Because they look terrible.
They're very, very 90s.
Yeah.
They're so extreme. They're just, busting out of their own chests.
Okay, who's made these?
Okay, so this is made by a company called Infinite Concepts. They were shown off first at Toy Fair in 1999. Came out late that year. So we are talking into the 90s. But they were very, very proud of their C.O.G.J.I.T on these figures.
What's C.O.G.J.I.T?
It's the Center of Gravity Joint Integration Technology.
Gosh,
So
okay.
their whole thing was that these guys had so much articulation that was perfectly balanced that you'd be able to show them off in so many different ways. How that works with these incredibly extreme pre-posed things in the first places, I don't know. And compared to modern articulation, where you can get a lot more poses out of things, regardless of whether it's Marvel Legends or Reveltech or any number of other ones, some of the articulation on these things is utterly baffling as to why they thought it was a good idea to go with that.
Well, from a distance, they look like they have quite a lot of articulation. You know, particularly for toys from 1999. They look like they've got a lot, right? So what's wrong with it?
Look, they do have a lot of articulation, but a lot of it is really ugly and doesn't work half as well as the modern equivalents do, which isn't fair to the 90s toys, we know, but damn, some of the stuff just looks terrible. And even if you just look at the proportions of them, they look weird. The parts which are pre-posed, particularly with the ladies here, they're breaking their own spines. They don't need to worry about the Mortal Kombat part of it. They're going to break their own spines just from standing there throwing these torpedo boobs out there.
That doesn't make any sense!
Speaking of boobs, I mean, the people who made these toys are real boobs.
I don't think they've ever seen an actual woman before in their lives.
Yeah, I was going to say their human anatomy class, they probably skipped that day because I have to say the female assets are a little bit overblown.
Look, we know it's Mortal Kombat. We know everything's going to be heightened in there in the first place, but seriously? It's like an action figure designed by Rob Liefeld. There's very little connection with real human anatomy here. How any woman could stand like this for 5 seconds, let alone, in an actual fighting tournament, I don't know. Yeah,
they really don't stand up very easily. To get them to stand, they have to take on a very, very weird position.
But that's the thing, that because there's no articulation in here, the back is constantly back like that anyway, so you can't stand them any other way.
Yeah.
You can move the arms and you can put the legs out front or behind, but that's about it. So it's some extra added articulation for very little payoff.
Why did you get these then?
They were cheap.
Is that a reason? Mortal Kombat figures though, and they're quite big, I guess, so that's cool.
They're quite big. I mean, certainly at the time, they were completely out of scale with anything else on the market. Mortal Kombat is a series which has gone through pretty much every manufacturer you can think of. They had them as G.I. Joes repurposed back when the original games came out. They had these guys, Jax Pacific have done them more recently. Pretty much everyone has taken a shot at doing a Mortal Kombat figure of some form or another. These guys happened to be at one of the local comic book stores that I frequented for years and years and years. Unsurprisingly, nobody bought them. And then they were just trying to get rid of them. They were like, $10 each or even less than that. And I picked them up at that stage as the comic book store was closing.
Oh, okay.
So
someone had to have them. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Otherwise, they were just going to go in the bin.
Yeah. And I didn't have any Mortal Kombat figures. I've got a couple of other ones now, which are much better than this, but these ones kind of remain as these stark reminders of the unholy messes that toys can become.
Yeah.
And when you think of Mortal Kombat, you think of, excesses in the first place, so some of the incredibly bizarre physiology that they've decided to put into these figures, I think is kind of fitting for Mortal Kombat, really.
I guess it is. So they're lucky in that regard, that they completely messed up, but in the right way. For the right...
but they are just, tributes to absolutely bizarre toys.
How long you think we're gonna be stuck here like this?
No idea.
Mortal Kombat toys from the late 90s. rather crappy. What do you guys think? Let us know down below. Don't forget to thumbs up our video and subscribe to the channel. We're out of here for now.
But we'll be back with some more sequels and then some other sequels, and we'll do some side-scrolling sort of stuff, which doesn't really work out.
Finish it!
Okay, goodbye.